Emily, this whole structure is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely fascinating, but I must admit, this is my favourite bit, the hydraulic tower. It's absolutely fabulous, and structurally now, it's as safe as houses, isn't it?
Yeah, we've had to do a lot of remedial repairs, and there was a lot of original make safe works that we had to do to obviously get the building to a safe spot to actually start works. But yeah, now we've got on with all the different structures, so we did, like I say, we did a lot of repointing works, put the new roof structures on, and done a lot of structural work to actually make the building safe in the first place.
You've had to be so wary from the start of the heritage of the building, haven't you? You've had to be very, very careful, I suppose, to stick to the original plan.
Yeah, so obviously originally at the start there was a lot of plans put together that all had to get signed off by Liverpool City Council, CBRE and Heritage Project Management themselves. So we've had close relationship all the way throughout, doing inspections throughout the process to make sure they were happy. We've had to have samples, and we had listed building conditions that we've had to sign off and go through on the process as well, just to make sure everyone was happy with what we're doing to the Grade 2 listed structure.
What are listed building conditions?
So some of the examples, it just includes a lot of the time about samples or showing them drawings, just so they can keep in touch with what's going on in the building. So like one for the windows and doors, once all the drawings were done at a stage 5 design, obviously stage 4 one got signed off from like the actual design from the architect, and then once it was developed into a stage 5 I submitted that, and then we get like a condition discharge, but it's basically just to keep them in the loop, so for them they wanted like the frames to be as thin as possible and to make sure it was fitted into the rebate of the window. So it's just to make sure they're happy and we can sign it off on that basis. It's
been a very specific project, hasn't it? So when you've taken bricks away to strengthen it, have you got to keep those bricks and then put them back?
Yeah, we've some areas, so like the little office block which we can see in the background over there, the little building on the roof. Like I say, that was very unstable at the start, so that got knocked down to sill level because of how out of place it was just over time due to like, you know, the weathering. So that had to get knocked down, but all of them got salvaged, and the rebuild of it has actually been done with the existing brickwork to keep it exactly the same. But then again, that was a listed building condition in terms of the brickwork that we've had to use to do all the repointing works. That all had to be signed off for a specific type of brick, so at least it could match in as much as possible to the original brickwork that was there.
It's going to be a unique football stadium feature. So structurally it's sound. You can see there the roof looks like it's all completed on both sides. The windows are in, so what happens next?
Yeah, so we've got ongoing works with the windows, last bits of glazing with the louvers, and it's just like kind of a lot of the final touches. So after the works have been done on top, there's just a few bits of flashing details to do, and then yeah, just give it one last kind of like clean over and hand it over.
Have you enjoyed seeing this come together?
Oh yeah, definitely. For myself, being like one of my first major projects as well, it's definitely been very, very interesting. At times it's been hard at times, obviously just with it being the nature of the building itself. But yeah, definitely been very interesting. I don't think you can beat it, to be honest.
There's history in every single brick. This area of Liverpool was really peppered during the war, it really was. Please tell me that that air raid siren is staying exactly where it is.
Yes, it's staying where it is now, yeah. So when we first came, it was on a bracket. The bracket was obviously quite loose, so it had to be taken off. And then we've replicated that bracket and refitted it onto the building. And it's had a special coating so it can be stayed on that building. Now it's been restored.
That's great news for me. Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.